okay? 3 rules. Remember, I'm going to go over them again. My first rule, make sure that when you have a question that your hand is raised. My second rule for you is for you to make sure that you're always tracking me. You will never miss anything, Kyla, if your eyes are always on me. The third thing is that I want you to make sure that when you're sitting here that your body is in slant just like Marcus's. I mean, he won't miss anything. Remember, sometimes I'll give you like 3 seconds to get a slant. So let's try that because I think a few of my friends need a slant check. 3, 2, 1, 0. Just because I'm not in USF doesn't mean that I can't give pin rolls. I don't really want to do that. All right. Today we're going to do a lesson where you are going to work on breaking down a number. You're going to start with a number and you're going to break it down by its parts. And you're going to show me how you broke it down using a number sentence, okay? So I want to tell you a quick story, and I want you to be thinking about my story. You guys know what M&Ms are? Yeah. All right. So I want to pretend that I had some M&Ms. I'm going to tell you a story. I had some M&Ms, and some of my M&Ms are green. Actually, 2 of my M&Ms are green. Actually, Miss Hampton is going to back up for 1 second. I've got 6 M&Ms. How many M&Ms do I have?
6 M&Ms.
I've got 6 M&Ms. And 2 of my M&Ms are green. And 4 of my M&Ms are blue. I've got 6 altogether, and I want to write a number sentence that shows what I have. So I want you to help me though. I'm going to start with how many I had altogether, my whole. Does anybody, Gabby, you remember how many M&Ms do I have?
6.
I've got 6, so I'm going to write my number sentence and I'm going to start with the whole. 6 is the same as, now I've got 2 parts that make up my whole. Can you help me? Who can remember how many green M&Ms I had? Justin must have been listening, but I can see Elijah showing me. Elijah, how many green M&Ms do I have?
2.
2. So one of my parts is 2, but then I had some more blue ones. How many blue ones did I have? Nazir, how many blue ones did I have?
4.
I have 4, so I'm going to write that as my other part. But I need to do a slant check, USF. 3, 2, Zane, I'm this way. 1, make it, and 0. Now we look ready to go on. So this is my number sentence. I started with a whole and I broke my whole down into 2 parts. How many green I had and how many blue I had. Please read my number sentence with me. Get ready.
6 equals 2 plus 4.
Fantastic. I heard Justin's voice. I heard Marcus's voice. I want to make sure that you're with me right here. Yeah, I want your voice. Everybody in USF, get ready to read this number sentence. Let me wait for it. Let me make sure I have your eyes. Bottom thing. Get ready. 6 equals
2 plus 4.
Sometimes you might hear Miss Hampton say 6 is the same as 2 and 4. I use that with my class a lot. So it means the same exact thing. Today we're going to do the same thing as we play a game called Toss the Chips. Toss the chips. I'm going to show you how to play it. We're going to play with 5 chips, okay? And this is what my chips look like. You've probably seen them before, but there's some red and some yellow counters. We're going to have 5. Our total today, our whole, is how much?
5.
I don't know if I believe you. Javante, what is our total today?
5.
Yes, our total today is 5. Tila, how many counters do we have in our cup today?
5.
Yes. Muhammad, what is our total today?
5.
Yes, our total is 5. Uh-oh. Nazir is with me. Let me wait, because there's some bodies that are moving. All right, now we're ready to go on. The first thing that you're going to do is record the total. You guys can help me out. I know you know this. Everybody, help me out. How many chips do I have in here?
5.
I've got 5 chips in here. So I'm going to record my total, and I'm going to put it right here where it says whole, because that's how many I'm starting with. The second thing that we're going to do is we're going to toss our chips. You're going to have a plate that looks like this, and you are going to lightly toss your chips. You will not drop your chips from all the way down here. When you toss your chips, Zane, you're going to shake it really quickly, and then you're going to toss it right onto your plate. I'm going to do that again because I want to make sure that our chips are not going all over the floor. we're really close to our cup, and we're going to toss the chips. So step 2 says toss the chips. How many chips do I have in here?
5.
You guys are right. So I'm going to toss my chips. Sometimes I'm going to put it under the document camera so you can see what I toss. Sometimes when you toss your chips, you might notice that they overlap or they go on top of each other. All you want to do is with your finger is move them out of the way. So let's count and make sure that like I really do have 5. Get ready to count with me. Get ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many do I have?
5.
I've got 5. So step 3 says that I've got to record. And this is my recording sheet right here. But before I can record, I've got to think in my brain about something. Slanting 3. Man, you fix it so fast. 2. Whoa. 1 and 0. Fantastic. I know you guys are ready to help me right now. So let's look at my recording sheet. Some of mine, it's just like my M&Ms. Instead of having blue and green ones, this time I've got some red ones and I've got some yellow ones. So over here, this says total. You guys can help me out. What's my total again?
5.
Uh-oh. What's my total again?
5.
Now, my total is 5. Kyla, please fix your legs. 5 equals, I'm thinking in my brain, how many yellow do I have? How many red do I have? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to count to see how many red and how many yellow I have. I noticed that I have 2 parts, right? How many red ones? My red goes right here. That's the first part. I have 2 red. What number will I put right here? 2. Because I have 2 red. How many yellow do I have? Let me count. 1, 2, 3. How many yellow?
3.
And my second part right here, I'm going to write the number 3. I know that I'm not the teacher in USF, but I do know that I still have the power to move some pins. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just record some names, and I know that Miss Hall and Mr. Frost, they'll help me. So I'm sorry, Kyla, right? When we don't slant, our pins have to move. Dior, you can do better. Yeah. I don't want to have to move any more pins. I'm so glad, Gabby, I don't have to move yours. Same. Isaac here. So now I have 2 red and I have 3 yellow. My whole is 5. 1 part is red and 1 part is yellow. And 2 parts are red, sorry, and 3 parts of my 5 are yellow. Get ready to read the number sentence that I just wrote, starting with my whole. Get ready. It says
5 equals 2 plus 3.
Excellent. So I just was able to record the 2 parts that I have. Remember, my 2 parts are the red and the yellow. Once I finish, I want to see if I can find all the ways to make 5. So I'm actually going to do it again. I'm going to put my chips right back in my cup. Who can remember my whole? My whole is
5.
Man, I've got some scholars that are really with me. So I'm going to put my whole back in my cup. And then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do steps 1 through 5 again. It says to record the total. What scholar could I get to come up here and show me how they will record the total? I'm actually going to let you record right here. It's the same thing as this right here. Go ahead. I want you to record my whole right there. Man, only 5 people know how many my whole is in here? Oh, if you know, then your hand should be up. Oh, now you're with me, I can tell. I want you to come take my marker and record the whole right here. Please come do it, Sunil. Come record my whole. Oh, Gabby, I love when we give silent cheers for our friends. Even though Miss Hampton didn't call on you, you are excited. I wonder what number is that right? Let's see what he wrote. Vote if you think that his total is correct. All right, I see lots of friends that are voting and saying yes. You got it. Excellent, Sunil. All right. Step 2 tells me that I've got to do what? Toss chips. Cashmere, you were with me. Can you come toss my chips for me? Right onto this plate. Show us how. Watch. Cashmere's not going to do it for me. He's going to do it. Watch. Love your silent chips. Watch what he does. Exactly right. Kashmir, I noticed that a few of them are overlapping. Can you move them so that we can see all 5 of them? Fantastic, Kashmir. You did that exactly right. Scholars, now it's time. Sorry, Ms. Hampton wants to make sure we can see those. Now it's time for us. Kashmir, you may have a seat. Excellent. The next thing I want to do is record my part. I'm thinking in my brain by looking at my plate and using my counting strategy. How many red are there? How many red are there? If you know how many red there are, please raise your hand. Nevaeh, how many red? 2. Nevaeh, come up and show me where you would record that part on our recording sheet. Or our visual anchor, which is the same thing as our recording sheet. It looks just like how you'll have to record. And who can think about the other part? If some are red, the rest are
Yellow.
how many in my other part? Oh, I can tell you one. Oh, I can tell. Zion, how many? 3. How did you know that there were 3, Zion?
Because I counted.
Yes, so he's using our strategy that we're going to count to make sure to check how many. If you were doing what Zion did, you saw that there's 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Wow. You know what? This is crazy. It was the same number sentence we got this time, the same whole and the same parts as last time. So today, when you go back to your desk to play Toss the Chips, you may keep, when you toss it, you don't know what's going to come out the cup. Dior, please sit on your bottom. You don't know what's going to come out this cup. And you might get the same thing. It's okay. I want you to record always the total. What total are we working with today, everybody? 5. Our total today is 5. I want to see all the different ways that we can make the number 5. Man, let me see who's ready to go back to their desk and play Toss the Chips. What's your name? Javion, you look so good. Who can look like Javion? I'm going to give you 3 seconds. He's in his best land. 3, 2, 1, and 0. I know that when you do step 1, you turn your bodies this way. Step 1. Wow. Zion, can you tap your friend and see? So I'm sure when you do step 2, Justin, when you do step 2, do you stand up? Wow. Who's going to stand up like a soldier? Step 2. Guys, when you go back to your desk, I would like for you to work by yourself on your math. If there's a question you have, you're going to raise your hand. You can get started as soon as you go back to your desk. The last one. So take 3 seconds to put your chair in all the way and be on your bottom. 3, 2, one, and 0. You make it started on yours right away. I got it. Please put your chairs in all the way because Miss Hampton likes to come around and I like to give stars when I see work that's done well. But I can't get by to give you a star if your chair is out. Remember that you're going to always start with your total. Man, I want to, I've got my my first star I'm going to give out. Gabby, why do you have this 5 here? There's 5 chips. And what does this 3 mean? And what does that 2 mean? So tell me your number sentence. Yes, fantastic. Man, I was just able to give Gabby a star. She's working really quietly, and she already has a number sentence done. I came over here to give stars. Hold on. What's your total? Yes. You need a pencil? Here. I'm going to give you one for yourself. How many yellow do you have? So that's what you should record right there. Devontae, can I borrow your paper? See who remembers what to do. All hands and all eyes. Hands down, but I still track Mrs. Hampton. Uh-oh. All eyes are tracking Miss Hampton, which means Miss Hampton doesn't hear any chips, and I don't see pencils move. I want to shout out Javante right now, because already he has a few done. He has some number sentences where he's showing me. He starts with his total. Javante, why do you have this 5 here? Amaya, it's got to be a pen move. Your eyes are on Miss Hampton. Javante, why do you have this 5 here? The 5 is the total. Javante, in this one right here, why did you have a 4? He has 4 red. And then how many yellow did you have? He had 1 red. I mean 1 yellow. Excellent. Javante, this is top quality work. Fantastic. Everybody say, go, go, Javante.
Go, go, Javante.
I noticed. Uh-oh. Ethan is still talking, but I get some chips. Nazir, stop. I want you to go back to work, and I want you to work on your own. See if you can get work done like Javante. Love how I see scholars starting with the total. Now this is right. This is right. Yeah. I'll be here to check. Show me what you're doing. How many red? And how many yellow? Excellent. Do it again. Put it back into the cup. Nazir. I noticed that when you talk to your chips, you're silly. When you talk to your chips, you're going to talk to them like this. Fantastic. So I might come around and add another chip to your cup so that you can go on that. But you forgot some of your signs. You forgot some of your signs. All hands and all eyes. It's not right because some scholars are still writing. Marcus, please put your pencil down. Pencil down. Hands down. But please track me. This time I want to stop you to correct something that I noticed some scholars are doing or not doing. So if you look on your paper, I started out by giving you like the equal sign and the plus sign. As you get further along down the page, please do not forget to add your sign. We're starting with the total, so the equal sign should come right after the total. And then you want to make sure that you use your plus sign when you're talking about adding your two parts. So as you go down your paper, please make sure to add those signs. I'm going to give you about 2 more minutes of work time, and then I'm going to come over. You have 0 red. Excellent. I like it. And how many yellows did you have? Fantastic. This time, Catherine, you're going to add another one to yours. You're forgetting your signs. I want you to go back and make sure you add your sign. You may go on the back when you are done. I noticed that you're really smart, but you don't have work on your paper that lets me see it. I want you to work a little bit harder. Good job. Let's look. Don't forget your sign. Why do you have a 0 right here? Hold on, I want you to keep working and I want to talk to Desiree. Why do you have a 0 right here? Yeah, 0 yellow. Fantastic. Read this number sentence for me. Actually, I want you to add your signs and then you can read your number sentence for me. I'll come back to you, Desiree. I see that you have 5. I need some signs right here so I can read what you have. Good. So add your signs, right? Add your equal signs and your addition sign. Now, Desiree, I want you to come back and read this for me. Read this number sentence. If cups are shaking, if pencils are still in your hand, it's wrong. Hands down. I'm going to ask you to do something really quickly. I want you to scoot in with your belly to the table. Take 2, 1, and 0. I heard Stella's cleaned up, but Mrs. Hampton didn't give that direction yet. Your cup down. So Elijah, that's got to be another pin move. Just add that up here. I know sometimes this hall has been very helpful in keeping track of my pin moves, but I know that that's wrong. But here's not the only one. Scholars, I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. Wait, stop. USF, you got to stop. Freeze. Freeze. Kashmir. Freeze. Ooh, I like how Tila is frozen. I'm going to give you 10 seconds when I say go to put your counters in the cup, put your pencils away. I'm looking for the table that gets in slant first. 10, 9, 8, you're hustling, I like it. 7, 6, 5. Go ahead and put your cup by where your name tag would be. 4, 3. Please make my countdown at this table. 2, 1, and 0. I want you to look at your paper, and I want you to share with me some ways that you made 5. What are some ways that you made 5? Uh-oh. I know lots of people had ways that they made 5. Please share with me some ways that you made 5 because I want to record it on the board. Desari, share with me one way that you made 5. Loud and proud.
5 + 2.
Okay, she said that 5 equals 5 red plus 0 yellow. Excellent, Desari. I came and gave you a star on that one. Somebody else want to share with me a different way that they made the number 5? Justin, go ahead and share with me another way you made the number 5.
I made the number 5. 5 equals 4 + 1.
Let's check his work. Let's check, right? He says that 5 is the same as 4 and 1. Please hold up 4 fingers. I see Gabby, and then get your other, show me 1 on the other hand. Check his work. Count for yourself, check it, and then vote for me, yes or no. I should see votes if you think that 4 and 1. I see some votes. Uh-oh, when we vote, we don't have to talk. I like how I saw you checking, and then your vote, your check turned into a vote. Excellent. Hands back and slam. Excellent, Justin. So I'm going to record that as 5 equals 4 plus 1. Last one. Who can share with me another way? Who else was working really hard? They can share with me another way that they made 5. Go ahead, parents, in a loud, proud voice. All right, start with the whole first, so read it this way. 5 equals, go ahead. Excellent, so one way she had was 5 equals 3 plus 2. Fantastic. So you guys did a great job. I know that it's time for you to go to lunch. Let's do a quick celebration. Vote if you know the bubble cheer. All right, let's do it, Dick. Betty.
Blue, blue, blue.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, USF, for letting me come to teach math in your class today. If you are a table captain or table leader, please collect the papers for me.